Hello everyone, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Count Silver, and today we are back with more Find Love or Die Trying. The last time we played, we went on a few dates with you, this girl here on the top right. She was our childhood friend, but not really, because we found out later on that we barely even talked to her. And she doesn't really know much about our past, so I don't even know why we even bothered with that. But we have a few more dates we need to go on. We need to go on one more with Tara and one more with Violet. And then, I don't know what happens after that. I think there's one more date with each of them after that. But we're going to probably try to knock out Tara's and Violet's today. So let's get started. Back to our normal shenanigans as usual, with the girls in the kitchen, which I don't know why terrible things always happen here, but it seems to be like it always happens in this area for some reason. Something terrible goes down. So I'm planning something terrible to happen. You've got to be kidding me. My goodness, he really said that? Yeah, and he was all like, whoa, what the hell is that? A flash of white raced through the kitchen, sending the girls into a frenzy. What the hell was that? What? Coming through, sorry! You practically bulldozed through the other girls in the kitchen. What's going on? I take it back. Bun 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 is a bad boy. He just seems so well behaved. I thought I'd let him outside again and... Bun 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 effortlessly swerved past you, under Violet, and leapt onto Allie. Ah! And once again, the bunny causing trouble. What? Took her hat! Bun 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 somehow made his way up to her head and took her hat cap in his mouth. Hey, give that back! Bun 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 seemed to be sneer at Allie, then leapt away and ran off. Oh my god. Get back here! Allie started chasing Bun 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 and all she had, but somehow, she always stayed one step ahead of her. Well, bunnies are pretty hard to capture, that's a pretty known fact. This looks like a job for me. I'm going to need a Venus flytrap and a few bottles of... No, don't eat him! Bun 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 leapt onto Scarlet. Ah! Get off! It is quite humorous that a mere bunny has eluded you all for so long. You think you could catch it? Why, of course! Watch a master at... Bun 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 leapt onto Violet's face! Ah! Get this foul creature away from me! Bun 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 sneered with content. Someone do something! At that moment, I realized that Tara was recording Violet's struggles. I'm helping. Wait, what? I think that's supposed to be Tara saying that. I'm helping in just a second. Bun 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 leapt off of Violet onto the kitchen floor and ran out. Give me my cat back! I do suppose a nice rabbit stew is in on... Why do I have such a hard time talking? I don't understand. I do suppose a nice rabbit stew is on for lunch today. Huh. I guess I should help too. You up to help, Count Silver? I don't see why not. Time for round 2. Now quick, before he gets too far. I'm right behind you. We spent the rest of the morning trying to catch Bun Bun Bun. Emphasis on trying. That bunny is on something. I'm calling it now. We finally managed to catch him by baiting him with some food Violet reluctantly made, and even then, he didn't make it easy. Why'd you let him scuttle about like this? Let's hope the rest of the day is a little more relaxed. I seriously doubt it. There's no way. It's never relaxed. Sorry, hydration break. Good morning, Cat. I've been looking for you. Not so loud, please. My head's killing me from all that wine last night. I still had to edit our broadcast after that, which didn't help. Somehow this seems familiar. Yeah, I've been here before. Something tells me that my chance of surviving goes down for every open bottle of alcohol on this island. Maybe I should spend today reenacting Prohibition, instead of going on a date. You do know how Prohibition ended, right? Anyway, back to the brass tacks. Yeah, but someone needs to put you on watch, I feel like. I feel like somebody should just keep an eye on her, honestly, because she is not good with the bottle, I feel like. Yesterday's second date with you went really well. Let's keep striking the iron while it's hot. Which soulmate candidate will you be going on a second date with today? Let's go with Tara. Tara? Alright, sounds like a plan to me. I think where she's working on something in the mansion. Lead the way. Why are you coming with me? Do you film all this? I thought she was just like part of like I thought she was just a director. I didn't think she actually filmed it. Or was there, I guess. I knocked on the door to the games room. Hey, Count Silver, what's up? I thought I'd check in and see how you're doing with your game. Let me show you what I'm working on then. Tara handed me her game device. Not all the art's ready yet, but I'm hoping it'll be done soon. It's a farming game. I had to ditch the pigeon dating idea after, well, finding out it was already done. That's really a shame. For the whole world, really. But in this game, you get to live in a village out in the country, make friends, raise crops, and... Wait, what? Decimate all the invaders with your giant mecha pigeon death machine. What is your obsession with pigeons? What is going on here with the obsession? And there's 1 million possible weapon combinations, and... That sounds cool. I don't know if it sounds very cool, but sure. Wow, that sounds cool. I'd love to play it. I'm curious, how come you decided to make a farming game? Good question. They've got a special place in my heart. I used to play these morning till night, every day. You can probably tell, I'm not really a go out and party kind of person. That's an understatement. But also, out of all things, the farming game? To be honest, I don't know enough people to go to parties anyway, but whatever. Sometimes it's more fun to just do your own thing. Hey, it's your choice on how you spend your time. Yeah, it is sometimes more fun to do your own thing, I'm not gonna lie. I think this... I don't know if it really matters what I say. But I think the first option would be something like I would say. Sometimes it can be more fun to stay indoors and just do what you enjoy. That's how I feel about it. Enough talk. Try playing it. I want to see how you feel about it. Alright, here we go. Am I getting teleported? The title screen displayed with a click. Star Blue Valley? Now that sounds a little familiar. I was a mecha pilot who got tired of life in the mecha corps, and... decided to move out to the country to become a farmer. I was a pretty good one at that. Every season, I'd learn to plant, water, and harvest new kinds of crops. Tara would give me advice for farming in every season. Her face was so close to mine, she'd watch my every move with a pensive expression. Farming and fishing felt great, but fishing was almost impossible to do at first. The mecha parts of the game felt incredible. You could even get to know the villagers and have relationships with them too. There was just one thing that was a bit weird. First, wow. What you have done so far is incredible, Tara. You think so? Yeah, really. It's incredible. I never thought you could combine farming and being a mecha pilot in the same game, but you did it just fine. Thanks, Count Silver. That's nice of you to say. There's just one thing I think that was a little off. What's that? Any feedback would be great. I felt like the relationships with the townspeople were a little weird. The dating aspects didn't really feel right. I knew you'd notice that. It's kind of embarrassing, but... I've never actually dated before, so I have no idea what it's really like. I could have guessed that, for real. I could have guessed. And to be honest, I've never really had a real friend either. Oh, that's pretty rough. If it's not too much to ask. Her voice suddenly reduced to a whisper. Maybe you and I could be friends. I'd be honored to be your friend. That said, please don't trap me in a video game again. Sorry, what? Anyway, watching you play gave me some ideas. Want to help me with testing them? Sure, I'd be happy to help however I can. We'd both suggest ideas, she'd implement it, and we'd test it together, and repeat. It just kept getting better and better. Tara's smile and enthusiasm was contagious. I couldn't help but be excited for her, and in awe of her drive. We spent the rest of the day working on her game, but it only felt like minutes. I'm just glad it wasn't another virtual reality game. That was a pretty quick date. That took no time. That was really sweet with the whole friend thing. But I will say, hold on, hydration break. Oh no, I spilled some. Ah. I just don't see her as a potential romantic partner yet. I just have not come to that conclusion with her. I liked her as a character, but as a romantic partner, I don't think so. That's my opinion on it right now, at least. Seems like a nice night for a walk. Once again, we're walking outside. Oh, hey, Count Silver. What are you doing out here? Just going out for a walk. Care to join me? Sure, why not? I've got a few minutes. How about we do a circle around the mansion grounds? Sounds good to me. So how'd your date with Tara go? Oh, are we already back to our daily interviews? Did the island run out of wine? That's wholly unrelated. But yes. Anyway, my date with Tara today was... It was pretty I'm not gonna lie. It was fun, but I mean, it wasn't really a date, right? I mean, would everyone here consider that a date? I don't know. It didn't feel like a date. I'll just say it was awesome. Awesome, I have to admit. Tara's very different from my initial impression of her. I feel like I'm seeing the real her now, and I like what I'm seeing. I like the sound of that. Who would have thought you'd say something like this after your unique first date, huh? Life sure is funny. Keep it up with what you're doing. Our ratings have only been climbing higher and higher every day. But it's not time to celebrate just yet. I know, don't worry, I'm sticking to the plan. That's good to hear. Seriously, if you got yourself killed by not following the plan at this point, you deserve it. Looks like we finished our walk. Anyway, I gotta get back to work, but it was a nice break. Night, Count Silver. Night, Cat. I walked back to my room and plopped on my bed. Time to get some shut-eye. The scent of something delicious being freshly baked wafts through the kitchen. It's just the two of us. This is Violet. Looks like this batch didn't turn out well either. She frowned. Oh, well maybe it's not Violet. Hey, on the bright side, I can at least tell it's bread this time. This is Tara. This is Tara. Uh-oh. That wasn't the right thing to say. It has been a while since I've done this. Sorry, Counselor. I wanted to have something good. I reached for one of the pieces of bread. Wait, I'm sure it's... I took one bite, then wafted the bread down like it was the last of its kind. It's delicious. I reached for another to prove my point. You really mean it? I took a moment to waft down the second piece. Cross my heart. You're just saying that. She smiled. Ah, that's the moment I've been waiting for. She hugged me with all her might. But I love that about you, you know? I love you, Count Silver. I held her tight. I love you too. For a moment, the whole world was just me and her. And that was all that mattered. What I wouldn't give to have you back like this. Is she dead? The gaming soundtrack is sick. The girls and I kicked off our morning by testing out Tara's new game. It was multiplayer now, so we could all play together in the same quote-unquote world. This came with its own fair share of consequences. I said cover me, or you'll have to finish making dinner yourself. I'm trying! There's too many mutant vegetables attacking! You... Wait, who is... You! I need you to cover me, where are you? I'm sorry, it's the mayor's birthday and I can't decide which berry to give him. It can wait! But then I won't get bonus points! Come to think of it, I think we're running low on tomatoes and carrots. Do you need any, Violet? We have enough to survive the winter, but more supplies are always welcome. I'm on it! Well, the game's definitely gotten more exciting. I wanted for them to test the relationships, but maybe that'll have to wait a bit. I guess we'll see next time? Yeah, next time. I can't wait. We spent the rest of the morning playing Tara's game. I'm glad everyone's having a good time together at least. Morning, Count Silver. How'd you sleep? Pretty well, considering how you edit the footage that keeps me alive. Drunk. That sounds like a win-win to me if you ask me. Can you believe it? We're already on the 6th day of the show. Is it already? Time sure goes by fast. No kidding. Anyway, it's time to wrap up Phase 2. You just need to go on a second date with your last soulmate candidate. Shouldn't be too hard, no? Please don't jinx me. Break a leg? Seriously, actually breaking a leg would be a lot better for you than messing up today's date. You're not helping, Kat. Time to get today's date started with none other than my third soulmate candidate, Violet. Yes, the one I've been waiting for, honestly. I'm a big Violet fan. I found Violet taking a walk outside the mansion. Hey Violet, what's up? This man has the best intro every time he sees like a potential soulmate that he's like going on a date with that day. He always walks up and is like, hey, blank, what's up? I mean, it works every time. Hello there, Count Silver. I just thought I'd take a nice afternoon walk. This place surely does bring back memories of home. You lived on your own personal island? Not quite that. She's too smart for me. I can already tell you that. Borgius? That's probably completely wrong. See, even he's like, anyway. I don't know. Anyway, I got a surprise for you. Want to see? For me, I motioned for her to follow me into the mansion. What are we doing? I asked Kat to pull a few strings and, well, we have everything we need to bake whatever we want now. Oh my. Violet looked at me with childlike wonder in her eyes. Let's get right to it then, why don't we? She was practically shaking with excitement. Her smile and laughter was positively infectious. We decided to make a chocolate cake. It was her favorite flavor, and I don't remember mine. That's fair, I guess. I like red velvet cake, personally. That said, I also don't remember a thing about how to make cakes, but with Violet, that wasn't a problem. She got me up to speed with a soft and steady hand, and before long, we had the cake in the oven, baking away. I wish it took longer to make. Seeing Violet do what she loved most was a treat. That makes me happy. When she pulled the cake out of the oven, she looked like a kid on Christmas Day. Oh, so pretty! Now, just for the finishing touches, a little more here, a little more there. She was in her own world, humming away as she danced around the cake, decorating it as she went along. I couldn't help but smile and watch her in adoration. She's pure happiness right now. I wish I could take this moment and just freeze it in time, for safekeeping. I can't wait to share this with the others. But first, Count Silver, would you mind testing it? You don't have to ask, believe me. I'm first in line to try it out. Thank you, I just am unsure if what I make is worth eating or not. Why's that? My family's caretaker, Shirley, was the one who taught me to bake. Besides my sister, Shirley was the only one who ever bothered to try what I made. Sometimes I worried they told me it was delicious just to make me feel better. I took a little off the top of their cake with my finger and licked it off. To be fair, as she has been cooking for us before, and pretty much the entire time it seems, everyone has said that it's been really good. Why is the oven scratched up? I just noticed that. Why is the oven in the background scratched up right here? What's going on here? What is this? No one's gonna talk about that? Anyway. Okay, I took a little off the top of her cake with my finger and licked it off. It's delicious, Violet. You better believe it. Would you want to help me a little longer? I'm having far too much fun to just stop now. I just started making some cookies, and I find it quite enjoyable. I quite enjoy your company and help, Count Silver. I'd love to. Let me know how I can help. Violet passed me a bowl full of cookie dough, then a tray. All you need to do is make little cookie-shaped pieces out of this dough, then put them on the tray. Do try not to put any of them too close together on the tray, or it'll become something of a mutant cookie in the oven. Got it. No mutant cookies here. I rip off a piece of dough from the bowl and rolled it into the size and shape of a cookie. Perfect! You're a natural! Thanks, Violet, Wow. In the time it took me to make one, Violet had made 6 perfect cookies. You look more like the natural than me. She moved with mechanical efficiency as she kneaded balls of dough into perfectly shaped cookies. Wow, I thought you were great before, but you're really incredible. How long have you been doing this? Perhaps since I was about, say, 5? To this day, it remains the only thing I can best my sister at. I finished making another cookie as Violet finished 3 more. She held up one of the cookies and raised it to her face. You've gotten quite skilled at this, Count Silver. I just want to say again, thank you for arranging this. I'm on top of the world right now. It was my pleasure, Violet. Gosh, she's adorable when she smiles. For a few seconds, we kept working on the cookies in amenable silence, our eyes locked on each other. You said you had a sister? Why, yes indeed. But, is it Viola? Viola? Viola Valentine. First twins in the family. Oh, I'm out of my room on my tray. Oh. I didn't know what she was talking about. She switched up too quickly. She flashed a devious smile in my direction, right before she lightly threw a dough ball at my face. You better watch out. I get serious when it comes to these kind of competitions. What's with that cheeky... Before I could react, it splattered against and stuck to my face. She burst into childlike laughter. Nice catch, Count Silver. Perhaps you might try using your hands next time? Oh, it's on. I couldn't stop myself from smiling as I grabbed some quote-unquote ammo from my own cookie tray and threw them at her. She dodged them with ease and laughed. I might have met my match for real, but in a good way. It's quite humorous how an old caretaker managed to do what you are struggling to do now. I interrupted her gloating with another dough ball to throw. This time, it made a satisfying splat against her left cheek. Strike! Ah! Oh, you're so going down. Her smile turned devilish as she grabbed another dough ball. I cannot say dough ball for some reason. Oh shit. I'm only a second before her next volley. I think go on the defensive. I think that's the next strategy. Or maybe go on the offensive. I'm going on the offense. I just started to reach for another cookie dough. I keep trying to say cookie dough. Another dough ball from the tray when a dough ball splattered against my forehead, sending me recoiling backwards. Ah! And then another landed right next to it. Ah, mercy! And then another. Jesus! I crumpled to the floor in defeat. I declare this my victory in absolute confidence. She laughed as she pointed at all the dough on my face. I took the opportunity to interrupt her speech with another dough ball. It splattered right against her left cheek. Oh, you're even more dead now. Forget surviving this crazy TV show. I don't know if I'm surviving the next 5 minutes. It was like looking a tiger dead in the eye. Violet reloaded her ammo and was winding up for another throw. It was all I could do to reach for one more ball and scream in defiance. Bring it on! Some say you can still hear my screams in that kitchen to this day. This seems like it was really fun. This is why I like Violet. This has been the longest date too. This has been a very long date. It's been fun. We finished cleaning up after our impromptu food fight and brought the desserts that survived the Great Ward to the porch. Her smile and laughter were infectious. Pardon me, but I guess we can rule out that you being a baseball player before you had come to this island. She put her hand tenderly against my face as she whacked off some remaining dough. We locked eyes yet again. Her eyes were practically magnetic. Thanks for playing along, Count Silver. I suppose it's been too long since I've had that much fun. So, thank you for indulging my little whim. It was a lot of fun for me too, Violet. Don't mention it. Besides, I think I got a few good hits in to make it worth it. I'm worried for you. It appears your amnesia is getting even worse. Violet laughed as she picked off some more crumbs off my face and licked them off her finger. Her eyes seemed to linger on mine. I do hope we can spend more time together soon. I quite like this. I'd like that, Violet. I had a lot of fun with you too. You're full of surprises, you know? Just wait and see. There's more where that came from. We spent the rest of the day talking and eating little desserts together on the porch. Though Violet seemed quite distant when I first met her, I learned that the real Violet was nothing like that at all, and full of surprises. She could be unexpectedly shy one moment, then mischievous as a child another. One thing's for sure, being around her makes my heart skip a beat, and the time fly. Before I realized how much time had passed, it was already pitch black outside. See, we spent the most time with her, and I feel like we had a great time. That was top tier stuff right there. I felt the connection. I felt the connection there. I'm feeling a little bit of the late night munchies. Guess I'll go head downstairs. You just ate all day long. I walked to the kitchen and opened the fridge. Sweet! There were some leftover cookies that Violet and I had made together. I grabbed a few and wolfed them down. Delicious. Mmm. Got a case of the midnight munchies? I figured I'd do my civil duty and help finish the cookies Violet and I made. Right. I'm only a good Samaritan would finish all the cookies, so no one else would have to make that sacrifice. I'm just too good of a person, I know. It gets me in trouble sometimes. Anyway, I've been meaning to talk to you. What's up? How'd your date with Violet today go? Eh. It was awesome. It was wonderful, and that's not a word I say very often. I don't know, I might say that very often only because I've been saying all of them have been wonderful. It's not every day where you get to spend it with a woman who can turn a kitchen into a war zone. I can't remember the last time I had so much fun, and that's not the amnesia talking. Hyla really is something, ain't she? No kidding. I expect no less from the woman who's currently an audience favorite. Whenever we get you both in the same room, ratings just soar through the roof. I can't say I'm surprised to hear that. Well, that should be enough footage for today. Thanks, Counselor. You'll be happy to know that Phase 2 of the plan was a smashing success. That's good to hear. No kidding. The Love Square? It's got viewers on the edge of their seats. You've actually broken the record for ratings on a killer dating show. It's not as niche as it sounds. Do I get a plaque for that? This has got to count for something somewhere. We don't have it printed yet, but I prepared your tombstone in advance if you're looking for a souvenir. Prepared my tombstone in advance? Are you kidding me? Thanks for the vote of confidence, Kat. Let it never be said that I am anything but supportive. Anyway, we're on to Phase 3. It's pretty much the same as Phase 2, except with third dates this time. And one cavette. What's that, Kat? I'm sure you've got a favorite in mind between the 3 girls you're dating now. If you want to maximize your chances of getting out of her life, save the best for last. It gives audiences something to look forward to. Sounds good to you? Makes sense to me. Good. That's all for today. I'll see you later. Night, Counselor. Good night, Kat. And thanks for the help till now, Kat. I realize I'd probably be screwed without you. Don't thank me yet. Guess I'll call it a night. I walk back to my room. We're gonna do the last date with Violet and it's gonna be fantastic. Time to get some shut-eye. So what's this supposed to do? They're actually showing them now? It's only a prototype, but technical difficulties aside, technical details aside, you can think of it as a memory rewriter. So it rewrites memories. Pretty much. Think of it like a surgeon's scalpel. With it, you can make someone forget things as big as who they are, or something as small as a specific conversation. I'm sorry, hydration break. It's time. I needed that. So if you use this on someone, anything's fair game. You could erase anything you wanted. Exactly. Well, maybe it's not really a scalpel, since it comes with a reset button. It's sad though. This was supposed to help people after the war. I was supposed to help people after the war. I'm sorry, Scarlet. Don't worry about it. I may not be able to help them, but it doesn't mean I can't help you and your partner escape from this madness. Wait, why did my model go away? Why did I zoom out? What the fuck? Okay, sorry. Maybe it was because I was of the water. After the water. I'm back though. So Scarlet is not the one. We know that for a fact. Scarlet is not the one. Thank you, really. Thank you so much. I know you're taking an incredible risk for us. That honestly, most people would never. Don't mention it, Count Silver. It's what I do. If they manage to trace it back to me, then I'll accept whatever comes. It'd be the first time I helped somebody in quite some time. Scarlet. The bush is just past the woods, behind the rocky enclave near the beach. It won't be there forever, so act quickly. It'd be suicide to go for it during the day, so I'd recommend heading there near midnight. Thank you, Scarlet. You sure you don't want to come with us? Someone has to stay here to help the people that fall in the spider's web. I know for a fact it's not Allie. I know for a fact it's not Scarlet. I know for a fact it's not Tara. It's either you or it's Violet. It's one or the other. It has to be. You don't have to be so noble. I envy her, you know, to get to leave this place with you. But someone needs to stay here to do what's right. He saw her this time. He knows. Oh my god, dude. That was huge. That was huge. That was big, huge progression. I'm gonna stop it there for today, though, because that went on for a little bit longer than I was expecting it to, so I'm done. But I want to say thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking with me today. It's been rough for me today. I don't know why. I have not been able to get my words correct. But regardless, I'm glad you guys are here, and I hope you really enjoyed it. And I hope to see you guys on the next one, because this is starting to get very juicy. I am very sad, though, because Scarlet was one of my first picks, so it does make me a little sad that she will not be here any longer. Or I guess she's not going to be, like, she's potentially not the one. I don't think Allie's the one. I've ruled out 3 of them at this point, in my opinion. So we got 2 to choose from that it could be. So, I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes from here. I really like Violet, though. I really like Violet a lot. So, we'll see where it goes from there. With that being said, guys, I love and appreciate every single one of you. And as always, this has been Obediently Yours, Count Silver, signing off.